And acceleration coming out. Here he rolls. GAC Pindar is coming forward. That camera is very close to the start line.
4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Recall one boat, Essek.
Essek, they were over the line in the starting sequence, Essek Racing with Niklas.
So they need to let everyone else go, and that will actually open up for Evolveras and Holmberg. Holmberg is actually accelerating quite nicely. I think he will push forward.
Yes.
And that's a tough spot for Niklas to be in, because he has to let go. He has to let Flux and the Danes go forward. Not Magnus, Måns Holmberg going really nicely on the top, and Valen coming from the top as well. Seems like they are gonna try and roll both the Evolveras and the GAC boat, but Måns Holmberg in the lead at the reach mark.
Yes, and followed by GAC Pindar, Ian Williams, second boat, Evolveras and Valen on the outside right now, going down to the red gate, the first gate before the upwind.
Oh, GAC Pindar being a bit stuck. And Artemis Youth coming in around the pin side, just rolling out in a quick jibe, and GAC Pindar is a bit in a pickle.
We were talking about the wind before, that it was going easterly, but not that much though.
No, it's still on the southeasterly, and this is a typical direction, or a typical puffy type of wind when we see the wind coming over the southern hills of South Stockholm and coming in from top and landing on the race course like this. Måns Holmberg,
yeah, we have
in the lead.
Typhoon X before Artemis Youth Racing, who's number 2 right now, before Flux team, Johnny Bernson as boat number 3, and GAC Pindar is going for the other buoy on the other side, on the right side of the course.
So GAC going out to the right side, but a quick call when he goes around on attack, and he's followed by Nikolai Seisted and Niklas Dackhammer, but it is for sure the left-hand side of the field that is preferable. But look at the speed that Ian Williams is coming out of that left-hand side.
He has really good pressure, but good pressure on the left as well.
Big puff in on Måns Holmberg. That puff is coming down on GAC Pindar as well. So Måns Holmberg with Typhoon X is really making the best of his effort. Essek still a bit behind after that false start that he had when he was over the line early.
And look at the Danish guys. Nikolai Seisted also heading for the top mark. Can they reach the right mark from here, you think?
It is looking very good for Nikolai Seisted, who's going from 7th right now into possibly 2nd or 3rd. So Måns Holmberg around the top mark, going for the left-hand side. It's looking very much like the Danes are going for the right-hand side, so we'll see a split. I think we'll see Ian Williams follow the Danes going to the right-hand side, but Måns Holmberg, the young Gothenburg sailor, is in the lead.
Yes, and the Danes to the right, and the wind is picking up a little bit more up here where we're standing on the top of the container, and it looks good for this afternoon.
Oh, it's looking excellent. We love when the pressure is coming in with the wind, and these boats are made for some pretty serious speeds in these wind conditions. We could see the boats reach 25 to 30 knots when the conditions are just right for the boats. Look at the Danes.
Yeah, really good from Nikolai Seisted coming down to the red gate, the bottom gate down here, and it's really threatening Typhoon X and Måns Holmberg right now.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go slightly further. Now Måns Holmberg is forced to jibe. So here comes the Danes, forcing Måns Holmberg to jibe and actually losing the lead. So Nikolai Seisted in Trefor Racing is in the lead, just ahead of Måns Holmberg, coming back again, but he's lost probably 2-3 boat lengths in that maneuver. Here comes Ian Williams falling in 3rd.
Yeah, what a comeback for the Danes in Trefor Racing with Nikolai Seisted. Interesting to see what buoy they will choose. What's your option here, Martin?
Well, I think he'll probably go on this side because the pressure is definitely on the left-hand side of this course. So we'll see him coming on the left As he does, here comes the jibe. He's rolling in, and he's probably got enough pressure to go without the Jenneker right now. No, he rolls out again and keeps the Jenneker up.
And good pressure all over the course right now. It's a Trefor Racing before Typhoon X Racing with Måns Holmberg in the jibe right now. And then we have Jack Pindar with Ian Williams as the third boat at the bottom gate for the second time.
Not a bad position for Essek right now. He chose the right-hand side on the way down, and he's actually past Evolveras and is probably threatening Hans Valen, who's picking up nice pressure right now.
And look at Jack Pindar on the right side. They're going for the right buoy down here.
Should have a good position to, well, he's definitely ahead of Ian Williams. Johnny Berntsson keeps going on the far right side with the Flux team, very, very close to Longholmen on the far, far right side.
And here they come. I really think that Jack Pindar is back in the race, that they have gained a little bit on the right side.
Oh, they're definitely in the mix, but I still think the Danes have the upper hand. I think, though, that GAC is possibly on the ley line.
Yeah, that might be. The Danes, they need to tack once more.
Well, I think GAC needs to tack once more as well.
Yeah, here goes the tack for the Danes. And yes, I think also Ian Williams will have to tack. So it's pretty close at the top mark. They're going to go into the gate, come down to the red bottom gate, and then into the finish.
Well, GAC has gained one position against Måns Holmberg in the Typhoon X boat, but the Danes are up around that top mark. And we talked about the Danes yesterday. We thought they were going to improve over the course of the day. It's a new team. He's got Jacob Groth, who was with the Hydra team last year. He has Torvar Mirsky, the world champion in match racing as well. So for sure, they will be becoming better and better over the regatta as they get the teamwork working together.
We have also Artemis Youth Racing coming up to the top mark as third boat right now. So it's Trefor Racing before Jack Pindar, and then Artemis Youth Racing as boat number 3. And Måns Holmberg, who had the lead from the start, have lost a little bit during the race.
So we got Nikolai Seisted, the Volvo Ocean Race sailor, the World Match Racing Tour skipper, together with Torvar Mirsky and Jacob Groth. And this is their first win of the regatta, looking really, really strong. Nice performance on that second downwind, where the energy company Trefor as a sponsor. Ian Williams is hunting him down, but he will be already in the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Trefor Racing!